Greetings all, Fanny here for Sagittarius' daily oracle message. Sagittarius, the first card that came out for you is Commitment in Reverse. If this is something that you're trying to avoid, I want you to ask yourself, what are you afraid of being committed to? Some people are afraid of being committed to a person. Some people are afraid of being committed to a certain identity or job title, or just associations attached to something. And I want you to ask if that is, whatever it is that you're working on, is it something that you are actually going to be happy doing for a long time? You have the One Ring Circus and the Wishing Well that came out together. You might be feeling like you're having to do this all alone, and maybe that's why you don't want to commit, because you don't want to have all of that work, all of the burden, everything that is expected of you. You're anxious to do it by yourself. This might be starting a business. This makes a little bit more sense if this is like entrepreneurship, starting a new program, starting a new platform, something where in the beginning you are by yourself. And with the Wishing Well here, I feel like you need to wish and pray for support, for guidance, for people, a supportive team, not only amongst your spirit team, but amongst your physical world. Mentors, friends, other people on the platforms that you like, you might reach out to and they're willing to help you. Something. But you're not alone. But you are afraid of what you are lacking with the goblins and talismans in reverse here. You're afraid of what you're lacking. You're afraid of not having enough. You're afraid of not being enough. And I understand that, Sagittarius. I understand the fear that comes along with creating something, with being exposed like that, of putting all of your work into it, sharing it with people, and nothing coming from it, and like just the looks that you get from people. And they might not even be meaning to give a look that would be seen as judgmental, but how you are seeing it is as a failure. But that's not true, because you've still made movement. You may not need to commit to whatever it is you're working on, because the movement that you have done to learn something is guiding you to where you need to be. So don't be afraid to keep going. Don't be afraid to keep moving. Don't be afraid to lose that which you think you need with the talismans card here, because talismans are all about physical aids, physical tools, things that you hold tangibly. But those might not be what you need to carry on, and you might have more than you already have everything that you need. So I don't want you to think that you need those physical items. You need a certain status or a certain upgrade, certain tool, certain possession to achieve this. The Gentle Gardener in reverse is going back to this energy of, what are you saying about yourself? What are you saying over yourself, over your dreams, over your wishes? In that wishing well, are you using spicy words? Are you using negative words? What are the words that you are using, and being aware of the connotations to them? Because when you know mentality shapes reality, when you know what the law of attraction is, you know that everything that you say becomes your reality. So instead of speaking negatively, instead of speaking in lack, instead of speaking in envy, in greed, in need, speak with abundance, speak with pleasure, speak with passion, speak with like the energy that you already have it. Speaking with the heart of it. And when you make those your prayers, when you make those your wishes, it all becomes so much more beautiful. This might be seeing slow and steady, and maybe that's why you feel like you don't want to commit to it, but quite the opposite, my love. You need to. You need to just commit to yourself. It doesn't have to be a tangible thing on whatever it is you're working on. That can shift, that can change. But as long as you are committed to yourself, your heart will guide you to where you need to be, because you are still making movements in that sense. It might be slow, it might take a while, but you are still making movements. You're still making the development that you need to do. So I don't want you to worry about what other people are saying, because you have to come apart to see what is and is not working. You have to come apart so that you can release that which is no longer you, so that you can discover who you are again. Because you're never finished, you're never done working, and that isn't to frighten you, that isn't to make you feel like everything that you're doing is getting you nowhere, similar to, come here you, I said come here. Similar to the One Ring Circus here, how they're just standing on a pillar with nowhere to go. You have places to go. But as I said, you need to commit to yourself and growing and developing who that is as an individual, instead of feeling like you're waiting for everything to come together at just the right moment. There will never be a moment where the stars perfectly align and everything is presented to you on a silver platter. You have to take the steps and do some work yourself so that it is continuing to move, so that you are continuing to learn. And yes, it will be slow and steady, but as long as you are focusing and trying consciously to learn, to develop, and to get better at whatever it is you're working on, you're making progress, my love. And honestly, that is all that matters right now, is that you are making progress and choosing to develop yourself. Because then you will be ready for when the big blessings come in, because you will have already done all the work that you need to do. Have a beautiful day, Sagittarius.